High School, and welcome to your Carrollton morning announcements. I'm Tyler O.
And I'm Preston McLaren.
And we're your hosts for Friday, September 22nd, 2023.
September 15th to October 15th marks Hispanic Heritage Month. The Spanish Honor Society wants to remind us that it is important to take this time to recognize the contributions of Hispanic and Latino Americans to the group's heritage and culture. The
first Latina to become an astronaut, Ellen Ochoa, is a veteran of 4 space flights and today serves as the director of NASA's Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center. Born in Los Angeles, she's also a pilot and a classical flutist and has 3 patents to her name. Her many awards include NASA's Distinguished Service Medal, Exceptional Service Medal, and Outstanding Leadership Medal.
Today in CHS News, this year's FBLA t-shirts are in. You can pick yours up in D105 or we will deliver it to you. If you still have not paid but indicated you wanted one, please pay on RevTrack or to Coach Simmons.
There will be an ROV meeting, interest meeting, after school on Monday, 9:25 in Miss Long's room on B115. If you have an interest in designing, creating, and competing underwater remote-operated vehicles, join us on Monday, September 25th.
The Environmental Club will have its first meeting on Tuesday, September 26th at 3:20 in Miss Sewell's room, B003. Come join us to see what we have planned for this year.
The Spanish Honor Society will hold our first meeting of the year next Thursday, September 28th. We will hold 2 meetings in Dr. Townsend's room, C205, 8 a.m. and 3:20 p.m. Members must attend one of the 2 meetings. Your leadership team and Dr. Townsend will clarify requirements for membership, service hours, and upcoming events.
Did you go on a fun vacation this summer? Email your favorite photo to Dr. Claiborne for the Summer Vacation Yearbook page. Be sure to include your name and where the picture was taken in your email.
And speaking of pictures, now that school is well underway, teachers and the yearbook staff would like to take photos of awesome things that happen in your classroom for the yearbook. If you completed a project that you would like to highlight, or if you have one coming, please let Dr. Claiborne know, and she will get a yearbook student to cover it.
Did you know our Trojan Marching Band started our annual all-in-one sale today? They have Thanksgiving and breakfast meats and citrus fruits for sale. You can place your order through October 5th, and your products will arrive just in time for Thanksgiving. Pickup is scheduled for Friday, November 17th and Saturday, November 18th within the Tabernacle Baptist Church parking lot. You can order from any band student or visit Ms. Dothard, Mr. Nelson, or Dr. Carr in the band room, or by visiting the Band Booster website or CHS Trojan Band Boosters.
Juniors and seniors, the Pro College Tour is coming to Carrollton High School next Tuesday, October 3rd.
Mayor Sylvester Hendricks, retired U.S. Air Force and founder and president of the Carroll County HBCU Alumni Association, will be here on October 24th to provide information about HBCU schools.
To sign up and attend, scan the QR code for these events located on the Cafe Plasma and the Career Center bulletin board on the Guidance Council office, or email Ms. Fisher if you have assistance or any questions.
Now over to Kieran and Drew for Trojan Sports.
Here are your CHS sports announcements. Softball got a big 2-0 win yesterday against Heard County. Audrey Lassiter pitched a great game, and Trojans played great defense for the shutout win.
The CHS volleyball team defeated Campbell in 3 sets home for another big region win.
And now, it's time for your annual Friday college football picks.
Yeah, Friday good night. It's the fun part of Friday. Welcome back, Coach Ray. Winners of last week's college football picks. Now this week, we've got some interesting games that folks may not know a whole lot about. So let's get right into it. We got 3-0 BYU traveling to 3-0 Kansas. Now BYU is a little bit used to winning. Kansas not so much in football. So we got our basketball, we got our football. The question is Kansas good enough to be a football team to take down BYU? What are your thoughts this morning? We'll go right to left today.
Well, I'm going to rock with Kansas because, as a basketball fan, I'm way more familiar with Kansas. And I think they're an elite team. They're going to take it home.
There you go.
Yeah, BYU scraped away by Arkansas last Saturday. Kansas, they're going to take it home. They're riding on a huge 3-0 run, and they're at home. It's Kansas.
Kansas at home. I'm going with the Cougs on the road. What do you got?
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say BYU for this one, yep.
There you go. We're split right down the middle. All right, here's a really tough one in the SEC. You got 3-0 Auburn going to 2-1 Texas A&M. Texas A&M took the beat down in Miami, which none of us saw coming. Well, maybe somebody saw it coming, but wasn't anybody in here. So, Auburn, 3-0. 2-1, Texas A&M. It's at College Station. Who do you got?
Well, so I'm gonna go for Texas A&M. Recently, I was watching this YouTube video about like the highest scoring football game of all time, college football game, and Texas A&M was in it. So of course, I'm gonna go for Texas A&M. They're gonna have another high scoring game for sure.
Okay.
If both could lose, it'd be a perfect Saturday. But I'm going to go Texas A&M. They're at Kyle Field. They have no cheerleaders, but they know how to get loud and proud. So good for them. Go Texas A&M.
Yeah, yell leaders there. Last time I was fired up about the Aggies at Miami, and I was totally wrong. I'm going with the Auburn Tigers to roll into Texas A&M to actually pull off the win that Alabama was able to pull off last year at Kyle Field.
New season, new coach, War Eagle, baby. I'm going for Auburn.
There you go, War Eagle. All right, here's an interesting game. You got number 19, primetime Colorado, rolling into number 10, Oregon. The Buffs, the Ducks. Go.
Of course, I'm going Colorado. In fact, their last game against Colorado State saw them getting 9.3 million views. The most late-night football has ever seen in the college football.
Okay.
Well, if that many people tune in, they're going to see Colorado lose to Oregon. Dan Lanning, the head coach at Oregon, former defensive coordinator for Georgia. He's going to stop Sanders and the other Sanders, and there's no Travis Hunter. It's Oregon by a long shot.
Yeah, I've got to pick the Ducks in this one because Colorado just barely survived against 1 and 2 Colorado State at home. It's a big win for the Buffs, but I don't think they're ready for Oregon.
I think Colorado's going undefeated this season.
Oh!
I'm just saying, like Kieran said, last game against Colorado State, even though they only won by, I think the momentum just goes into Oregon and they win.
Throwing that out there. All right, speaking of throwing that out there, here's one that I don't think anybody saw this one coming. Number 15, Ole Miss at number 13, Alabama. Alabama struggled mightily with South Florida last week. Ole Miss on a roll. What do you got?
All right, I have Alabama winning this. I think they're going to start to pick their game back up, even though they've had a rough season.
Okay.
Jalen Miller is back for Alabama. He's taking down Ole Miss. No way that Lane Kiffin's going to beat him. No way 2 coordinators for Alabama are going to beat Nick Saban. It's not going to happen.
All right. I think Alabama stays on the struggle bus because they're having problems at quarterback. So the Rebels go to Alabama and really make things interesting for Alabama fans.
Yeah. Even though they lost last week, I'm still going to have to go Alabama. Yeah, even though.
Okay. All right. And here's our marquee game. Here's our big game. Number 6, Ohio State, going into Notre Dame. This is always a battle, and to be honest, everybody hates both of these teams unless you're fans of them. So it's a really tough pick anyway. This is your marquee game. You got to give us the score. Number 6, Ohio State. Number 9, Notre Dame. Go.
I'm going to go for the Irish, and it's going to be 30-0.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
So
Bold.
Notre Dame is the self-proclaimed God's team, but Ohio State and their Lord and Savior Ryan Day are going to come in there and beat them 31-10.
Okay. All right. How about the homestanding Irish for me?
I'm going to go Ohio State 28-21.
All right, there you go. There's our picks. What do you think? Put your picks in the comments. Be sure to give us the score for Ohio State Notre Dame. I think it'll be a close game, 17-10-ish. Notre Dame hanging in there. So that's my pick for that. I'll leave it with you guys to finish up the sports. Give us your picks.
Today in Trojan Sports, varsity football is at Hillgrove at 7:30.
And coming tomorrow in CHS Sports, JV volleyball plays at the Playdate Tournament.
And JV and varsity competition cheerleading is at Troup County. Good luck to all of our Trojan athletes.
In the senior section, attention seniors, check out the scholarship section on the senior corner to get links to scholarship math websites such as Kaleidoscope, Going Merry and Bold, just to name a few.
The following scholarships are accepting applications. Questbridge National College match for seniors apply by September 26th. Coca-Cola Scholars Phase 1 apply by October 2nd. The Hagen Scholarship applied by December 1st. And contact Ms. Fisher if you have any questions, and check the new counseling board for new information being posted all time.
Now it's time to Jack for the weather report.
Good morning, Carrollton High School. This is your Chief Weather Reporter, Jack Orness, with your weather update. Today's weather is calling for a forecast high of 80 and a low of 58. It will be sunny during the day. CHS. Go Trojans and happy Friday. Now back to our anchors for Today in History.
Thanks, Jack.
Today in history, on September 22nd, 1994, the television sitcom Friends, about 6 young adults living in New York City, debuts on NBC. The show, which featured a group of relatively unknown actors, went on to become a huge hit and on air for 10 seasons.
Now on to CHS birthdays. Happy birthday to Emma Michelle,
Blake Thomason,
Riley Woodrow,
Jalen Hicks,
and
Ebony Luke.
And tomorrow, Miss Dudley in the front office.
The SAT word of the week is florid. As used on the SAT, flowery or elaborate in style, as used in a sentence. Students often fear poetry because of its florid language.
Remember, opportunity starts here. So, make the most of today's opportunities.
That's all for us this morning. Thank you for watching the Carrollton Morning Announcement. We hope you have a fabulous Friday, and go Trojans!